Now, Black Friday kicks off the start of the holiday spending season in the Western world today. The 2013 National Retail Federation survey predicts retail sales of around $602.1 billion in the U.S. this year. Now, CNBC Africa's Keisha Gitari looked into the potential of a Nigerian Black Friday and what impact a similar spending pattern could have on the nation's economy.
Today marks the official countdown to Christmas in the Western retail world. Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, is America's first official day of holiday spending. Nationwide, several retailers would have opened their doors to consumers as early as 4 or 5 a.m. this morning in a bid to lure them in to spend big bucks on must-have deals. Black Friday is typically an American terminology similar to the Boxing Day sales we see in England and other Commonwealth nations. It's a day that's been earmarked to encourage and boost consumer spending over a specific time period, namely Christmas. But here on the African continent, there isn't a set date, although there are predictable peak spending periods every year.
Look at your typical festive seasons, your Salahs, your Christmas, your Easters. But I think more importantly, if we're, trying to make some comparisons or draw correlations between certain trends here and the Black Friday in the U.S., we'd also have market days where people seek value in their purchasing in some of the markets, and again it varies from market to market. Now, with regards to is it possible that Black Friday can, occur in Nigeria, maybe as a trend? I think so. We're a consumer economy, and I know that people always like to gain value. We like to haggle by nature. We negotiate everything. So if somehow we designate a day as the day you can purchase things and get significant value, a lot of people will jump at it.
The name Black Friday originated in Philadelphia under more ominous circumstances, but for retailers it simply indicates when they begin to turn a profit or go in the black, after traditionally operating at a loss between January and November. In the Americas, Black Friday spending accounts for between 20 and 40% of annual retail revenue. Last year saw a total of $59.1 billion in sales over the 4-day weekend, up $6.7 billion from the previous year. So surely there's money to be made and spent, but how can the Nigerian market tap into this? And is it possible to have a Nigerian Black Friday?
The key thing here is that it's creating an awareness. It's creating, because if the Black Friday we're talking about, what's the history? The history is really that tied around the concept of having your books balanced and being positive, position, where it's not in the red, but it's black. And that's really it. So at the end of the day, if every retailer, whether be it organized or not organized, knows that on this particular day they'll experience significant volume, I'm sure whilst they may not make the most profit, they may decide that, on that day they want to attract new customers, they want to attract new business. The profit may not be as high, but let revenue be their target. Let them focus on getting rid of maybe some of the goods that are out of date or that should be on sale. I think it will catch on. I think we will get there eventually.
Analysts feel that the notion of a Black Friday is a real possibility. But what about the retailers? Prakash Keswani, Deputy Managing Director of the RT Group, the owners of Park and Shop and Spa in Nigeria, explains the possibility of such an event.
As in anywhere in the world, there are seasons of sales, and Nigerians have very well adapted to all the season sales. And today, as we see that there's always a reason to come up with some promotion activities. You've seen the Father's Day, Uncle's Day, Friendship Day, etc., etc. So these are all avenues in which the brand owners of manufacturing products, retailers, and the consumer all benefit down the line. Because at the end of the day is what? Volume, price, consumer benefits by price, the manufacturers benefit by the volume that is run, and we as retailers also go and harness the volumes that comes in. So it is very important, not just one, several activities like we have in Independence Day, which is very important, is during these such times when we know the consumers have time.
Konga.com is Nigeria's fastest growing online retailer. CEO Sim Shagaya gave us an online perspective.
In the US, it's called Black Friday and Cyber Monday. In China, it's called Singles Day. They have different names everywhere, and in Konga here, we're calling it the Yakata sale, which is, sort of pidgin for the final sale of the year. Black Friday only really makes sense, and it's only really fun for the consumers if everybody does it on the same day. So I think for the first time in Nigeria, it looks like we're all kind of gravitating around this weekend, this coming weekend. And so if we all get together and do it at the same time, then I think it could be a lot of fun. We're expecting to see really sort of massive buying and volumes. We think it may be 2, 3, maybe even as much as 4 times typical sort of shopping day. So it's going to be really big. It's going to really test our systems and then get us primed up and warmed up for the rest of December.
Nigerian retail sales could do with the added boost of a traditional American Black Friday. Perhaps the only thing needed to make this a reality is a change in name to something a little more Nigerian. Green Friday, perhaps. It is, after all, the nation's favorite color. For CNBC Africa, I'm Keisha Gitari, here in Lagos.